Good afternoon and welcome to, it says try another way of going live during your broadcast. I don't know what that means. I'm going to say good afternoon again and welcome to Happiness, Harmony, and Compassion with me, Skywalker Payne. And today we are live on Living a Life That is Golden. And Donna, what are you doing up this early in the morning? I'm really happy to see you and glad you could drop by all the way from Qatar. So today I'm going to begin as I've begun the past couple of days with a few moments of silence. And today we're doing our silence specifically to think about and consider the people who are suffering from terrible environmental storms. From Indonesia to Panama City, Florida, where I lived and went to school and graduated from high school. And I have a sister who still lives there. Fortunately, she was smart enough to leave Panama City with her husband before the storm hit. And they were fortunate enough to have trees in their backyard to protect their house, even though they've heard there's some damage going on. So now we're going to take just a few seconds to take some deep breaths and consider and send good energy to the people who are being affected by the storms around the world. May they be helped, may they be guided, may they be protected. May we start to take care of our planet. And this is a good opening to today's topic of spirituality, which has been the theme for this week. And today I'm going to read a quote and talk a little bit about it. This is a quote some of you may have heard before, and I've actually seen it before, and I really like it. It's poetic, it's beautiful, and it says a lot. Once upon a time, I dreamt I was a butterfly, fluttering hither and thither, to all intents and purposes, a butterfly. I was conscious only of my happiness as a butterfly, unaware that I was myself. Soon I awaked, and there I was, veritably myself again. Now I do not know whether I was then a man dreaming I was a butterfly, or whether I am now a butterfly dreaming I am a man. And this is from Zhang Ji, The Butterfly's Companion, Meditations on the First 3 Chapters of the Chuang Tzu, which I would think is a Zen compilation. Now, we are often, and we grow up, totally immersed in being who we think we are. We are totally attached into being this person who has this name, Most of us keep the name we're born with because we're that attached to it. Even if we have a strange name like Fink or Dick or other strange names, people stay attached to them. Fortunately, as a little girl, I started changing my names. Actually, my mother changed my names. She came to me in second or third grade and asked me if I wanted to change my last name from Walker, the name of my father, to Alexander, the name of my stepfather, and the man that my mother was married to. So I was a little girl. It didn't make any difference to me what my last name was. I didn't realize then that it would make a big difference in my life because I was going to a Catholic school. And I literally went from sitting in the back of the class to the front of the class. And that was before I got glasses. So it really helped me to start to enjoy learning and do better in my grades. So it wasn't to be unexpected that as I grew up, I would change my name. I changed from being called by my middle name to my first name, and then I had different last names. And then as I went through my life, I changed my name several times legally until finally now I'm known as Skywalker Payne. Payne being my husband's last name, Skywalker having several significant meanings. One, I got to keep my father's last name, and Sky because I was reading a book, a Buddhist book, before I became Buddhist, that described meditation and the mind as having a sky-like nature. And I liked that idea. And later, when I got ready to get married, I put my father's name to Sky, which I was being called. And when I became Buddhist, I learned about Dakinis, who are spiritual, Buddhist spiritual creatures, or something like angels. And their name, Dakini, translates into Skywalker. So I've spent and had many different names, and people have known me by different names. So I'm not attached to my name. I am attached to this body still. I spend a lot of time taking care of this body. And most of us do. And we're taught that we should take care of our body. We want to be healthy. We want to live long lives. But when it comes to thinking of a spiritual life and a spiritual practice, our body isn't the most important thing, other than we want to be healthy in body and mind to be able to have a spiritual practice. But what's really most important in our spiritual practice is our heart, our intent, our consciousness. Now, we can identify with this body and who we're called and how we've been raised. We can grow up attached to that. In fact, right now in this country and around the world, many people are extremely attached to who they are and where they come from and how they were raised and what their concepts of right and wrong in society should be. But if we were to just think about it, to think, how do we know this is really real? Maybe we really are butterflies dreaming we're humans. Maybe there is another type of reality or life or existence that we've forgotten. But we're stuck into being right now who we are and what we must be and what we must do and what we must keep, and keep all these other bad people away from us. When you look at it that way, maybe you can loosen up a bit and say, maybe there's something more to life, more than being attached and cemented to our idea of self and right. Maybe there is a spiritual life that transcends this material reality we cling to so tightly, when in the end it all goes, because we all will die. This physical body will cease to exist. Every spiritual and religious teacher has let go of their bodies to teach us this, that the attachment to these material things and even to our body is not what life is about. And if we are truly intent on living a spiritual life, pursuing a spiritual path, daily we have to work on getting this in perspective. So yes, I still do take care of my body. And yes, I concede I do have a level of vanity, even as I'm getting older or more mature. But I look at it as a way of being grateful. And when I do take care of this body, I'm doing it out of gratitude, that I can take care of my body, that I can be healthy, that I can do yoga and qigong and eat good food as an example to other people, particularly to other women, that you can do it too. You can be healthy in body, mind, and spirit. And it's good to be healthy as much as you can. But when I am sick or when I'm in pain, and I don't handle pain well, but even when I am, I do my best to remember to offer up my pain for the suffering of others. And every day when I do my spiritual practice, I'm saying, may others gain some benefit. May all of those who are suffering find some light in this world, some relief from their pain. This is what we're here for, to help each other through this material illusion we cling to as substantive, as essential. Really, it's a dream. It's hard to believe it's a dream, but as we get older and look back on our lives, the past does seem like a dream. And the future may never come. That's why we're always taught to be right here, right now, in this moment. And if in this moment you feel that you are a butterfly, enjoy it. Fly. Float in all the colors that you have. And be grateful. Be grateful when you wake up and realize you're not a butterfly. You're a woman trying to do your best to help others in this life. Thank you, Donna, for watching. If you have any questions, I'm here. If not, I've talked more than my 10 minutes. It was quite a pleasure talking today about being a butterfly and enjoying our lives spiritually. And I will be back tomorrow, my last day of the week, to answer any questions that people may have, to reflect more on spirituality. Until then, have a good day, or good night, or evening, or early morning, wherever you are in the world. And thank you for watching. And if you want more information, below is a link to a free ebook and an event, Harmony for the Holidays, that's coming up in November. Again, have a wonderful life.